Previously, on Two-Headed Serpent, at Grunhilde's behest, you all made your way to the small fishing village of Olastic to ensure her older brother, Orly, was safe. But upon arrival, there were signs of violence everywhere, and not a single soul could be found alive or dead. Dr. Williams found a creature that was trapped under a collapsed house, which, despite fears, did not appear to be innately hostile towards them, and it appeared to resemble the mythical trolls, although somewhat bigger than Caduceus had told you they were going to be, probably about twice the size, but not as big as the huge mountain-sized giant that attacked you previously. So, Alfie befriended the troll using his insane language talent, though in the process he forgot his own native language, and now his new friend has led them up the lower slopes of the volcano. So the rest, everybody else following Alfie and his new troll companion, eventually reached a partially hidden entrance to a vast cavern home to dozens of trolls, or Vuomis, as Caduceus called them. Here, Grunhilde decided she was parting ways with the group, insisting that she continue search for her brother, who, despite an attempt by Randy to convince her otherwise, was clearly not brought this way by whoever took the villagers. Most likely due to the presence of their friendly troll guide. When I say friendly in inverted commas, the group was seemingly accepted by the trolls that were resident in this huge cavern. You learnt that the trolls have been coming under attack from Serpent people who have been enslaving those they take prisoner. In the depths of the cavern, where a group of trolls led by a shaman were ritually preparing several of their fallen kin for burial, these rituals carried out in the shadow of a huge sculpture carved out of the volcanic rock, which, despite its primitive nature, there was something unnerving, something unnatural about it. Dr. Williams voiced his concerns as he recognised it from all previous studies, the thing represented a monstrous toad-like deity supposed to reside in the darkest depths of the earth. Whereas Dr. Williams called it Tthogua, the trolls refer to it as Sahuga. So, eventually, with the preparations of the bodies complete, the shaman of the tribe led the entire clan to the edge of a great abyss at the western edge of the cavern, from which foul vapours emerged from the depths on rhythmic gusts of air. Here the tribe conducts a ceremony to honour their dead. It's a whiskey break. At the height of which the bodies of the fallen are cast into the chasm from somewhere unimaginably far below. A great gurgling noise rises, followed by a gaseous exhalation, and the ground begins to tremble. And that is where we left it, so that is where we will begin.
This trembling?
Yes.
Do we get the impression that something is coming up through this, from this abyss?
No, I would say that maybe that's a thought that crosses your mind, maybe. Maybe causes you to panic slightly, but it becomes, you soon realise that it is a general tremor throughout the whole mountain, and you suspect it is further signs of the activity of the volcano. It slowly dies down, quietens down.
How do the natives react to this if I'm watching them while this is happening?
So the trolls, they continue their wailing and beating. They're beating the hands, like slapping the hands against the rocks, or beating the hands upon the heads and wailing and shouting and calling out. If anything, this seems to inspire them to a greater extent, to more enthusiastic wailing.
Do you think maybe we should join in?
I think Alfie already is, because he's nuts, isn't he?
I think you should.
Of course, it does require, I believe it does require a sanity check, which is a great way to start.
Okay.
Pardon me. Yes, it does indeed.
Sanity, I do believe, is greatly overrated.
It is indeed.
Oh, I may have failed again.
90! That says that definitely before it disappeared, then said 50 after the dice got knocked over, so I made that.
Actually,
let the dice lie where they fall.
There we are.
Actually, Alfie, I believe, is currently suffering from a bout of madness. He's regressed into his.
He has certainly.
Yes.
Yeah, he believes he's one of these people at the moment, right?
Yes. So he doesn't. He's actually currently immune to any sanity loss.
Oh.
That's the benefit of being insane.
Yeah, there are some benefits. Yeah. So if you are, actually, currently suffering from a bout of madness, which you are, you do not suffer any sanity loss.
That sucks with the rest of you.
All right. So, as I keep forgetting, and I keep trying to saying I'm, intending to remind people, I always forget myself, and then admonish people forgetting to do it. So, if you have failed your sanity check, you can spend luck to reduce the impact of it. So. It's Dr. Williams.
I'm just thinking of all the luck you've just gained there, please.
Right, so it's only small sanity loss. You lose 1 point of sanity. So you could spend 2 points of luck to reduce that to nothing.
Decisions.
No, I'll take the sanity hit.
Okay, so perhaps your sort of sound exclamations of horror, shock and horror are drowned out by the chanting and wailing and beating of stones and rocks around you. So nobody notices your slip in your normally calm and cool exterior.
I shriek like Betty Boop.
And blend in perfectly.
Boop, 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 boop.
So, and with as the rumbling subsides, the ceremony itself slowly comes to an end, and the clan disperses.
How long did it go on for?
Maybe. So the entire thing, maybe about 10-15 minutes. The latter part, the earth tremors. Just a few minutes.
And how many do they throw over, approximately?
About a dozen.
Okay.
Quite a big fight then, wasn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a meal.
So this is I mean, you know this, Alf, because you've been speaking to your friend.
Norman.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say we did give him a name, but I came up with something.
No, I can't remember what it was.
It was unpronounceable.
It was probably Jeff.
Yeah.
Because everything seems to be named Jeff.
Informis.
Yeah. Woo!
Jeff Informis is Dave.
Yeah. But yeah, so there are about a dozen who died in the assault, but others were taken prisoner.
The children.
Yeah.
We must save the children.
He makes no mention of children, by the way.
Am I still near him? Is Alfie still near the guy? This
At this precise moment, I would say so. Because, but the trolls, the Vormis, they're just at this moment, they're just starting to disperse, slowly wander back to resume whatever it is that we're doing.
Okay, so I want to ask, when and where the assault did they attack the camp?
Below. So, as it is with the communication, he communicates with language and gestures and indicating that the attack came pointing across the abyss. That the attack came from there, where you can see what looks beyond the initial opening. You can see what is clearly a man-made, a artificial tunnel,
Snake-made.
Can be seen, well, possibly, an artificial tunnel from which can be seen artificial light, and you can hear faintly, but you can hear the sound of unmistakable sound. What can only be machinery, as well as periodically a wail and muffled screams.
See, that's the one I wanted to jump to before being told it was 145 meters away.
You can still make it. How many? You got luck points.
Yeah.
So it does indicate.
Is all I've got to say to that.
It does indicate 3 or 4 of the trolls that remain here, clearly, on guard, guarding against further incursions.
So how did they get across?
So he indicates it's not entirely clear, but essentially the gist of it is that they flew.
Okay.
They flew and wielded fire.
Is Alfie speaking English yet, or is he still
No,
in his...
unfortunately.
No,
I've got a few days
Oh, days. Right.
Yeah, 4 days. He's like, have we slept yet? If not, it's not even a day. We're back in New York by the time he comes round.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So the only way you can communicate with Alfie at the moment is through
grunting and pictures.
Signs and grunting.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah, pictures and gesturing. A combination of drawing and gestures.
So going back to next week, genius. We still need to work out where the base is, don't we? The Serpent people base.
Yes.
I'm pointing. I'm pointing at like the not man-made, maybe snake-made corridor.
But is that where we think it is, or do we think, because there's a load of side exits off as well, isn't there?
There is further back. There are several side tunnels leading off the main cavern.
Okay, I'll go back to my drawing. That we did that drawing together, didn't we?
I remember
The volcano.
Yeah, with a base in it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to Alfie and sort of be pointing at the base, like circling the base thing, and pointing in general directions and trying to sort of nod. So if I can get him to sort of nod at which way we need to go. Hoping he doesn't point across this massive crevasse over here.
Yeah, but I mean, which unfortunately I think is exactly what Alfie does, because that's where he's been told that people were taken from and they were attacked from that direction, and that's where all the noise is coming from. So he's going to make that connection, I think.
Well,
okay.
Scientifically speaking, if we think about it, hot air rises. Now, what is hotter than a volcano? And we know that these people flew. So perhaps the idea is if we leap off towards the chasm, we shall float on the hot air, which will propel us up and cause us to rise. That will bring us to the... Oh, we're being shown something.
We're being pushed.
We'll just put it there.
And our luck.
And that may indeed
Look.
bring us to where... Do we have any volunteers?
Well, we're in the 1930s, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what's hotter than a volcano? Wouldn't the answer be like Marlene Dietrich?
If only we had a big, brave game hunter in the party. That
Do you think we could? Right? Do you think we can?
Oh, I am so sorry. I would, but there are still more species for me to yet extinct. So I don't think it would be prudent for me to, excluding present.
There's far too many trolls here to get involved with. It's like.
So I'm going to go back to Alfie.
How far can a troll throw a big game hunter? By the way, asking for friends.
He called me his friend.
Oh,
manly hugs later. It'll be fine.
So I'm gonna get another piece of paper. I'm gonna draw where we are, draw the ravine crevasse thing, and then the side tunnel.
Yeah,
and then put an arrow coming out of there and do like some childish sort of battle, and then a question mark to try and see if we can work out what things were coming out of there.
Now we already know that they were serpent people, don't we? So,
were we told that last week?
Well, I mean,
we don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if Alfie managed to would have got that across to you, but he's pointing to the snake that he's drawn on the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Map.
Sorry, I must have missed that bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then he does like a flapping motion with his hands like a bird.
Right. Okay. So I'm aware that Randall has interacted with these snake people before. Randall, are you aware of any sort of technology that these had to fly in your previous dealings with them?
No, I have not observed the fabled lizard bird creature. It is something that is on my list to hunt. However, I have not yet encountered one, and not on purpose, that is.
Being someone who has like worked for Cordicus for several years, thus indicating.
Well, it wouldn't be several years, but probably a year or more.
Either way, it explains why I throw look about the way I do.
Yeah.
Would we have had any dealings with the serpent people that might be relevant to this situation?
You have encountered serpent people.
I shall never forget that great serpent warrior who we nicknamed Hissing Sid.
Now, let's make another supposition.
I would say that you haven't. Although you've encountered serpent people, you've only encountered on a handful on rare occasions, and no, you haven't encountered any that have flown or showed any technology that would allow that.
But we have, because in a rare stroke of being able to put two and two together, we have observed a flying craft which is essentially see-through. And if indeed it was this craft that took up the people up to the top, it would appear to other people as if these creatures were flying because they were in a see-through craft that flew.
Good point. Was there or was there not a craft in that previous cave that we were in?
There was a destroyed craft, we believe. Yes.
Would we, me and Dwight, have recognised that for what it was, though?
No, you wouldn't have seen one before. So, I mean, you've seen you saw the thing. You saw this this object in the sky the previous night, but beyond that, no, you've not encountered anything like that before.
Okay.
I know this sounds ridiculous, but obviously there are ledges all the way around the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
guessing that's not really climbable.
So I can give you a better description of what it looks like while you stood there.
Looks like death.
So this abyss, this chasm, is about 200 yards across, which drops down to God knows where. There's this foul smell that comes from it. It's irregularly shaped, and there are jagged slabs protruding from the edges. And the spacing is kind of semi-regular. Well, as you can pretty much see in the image, and there's the sides of this shaft, this like vertical shaft, are very rocky. It's not like a smooth rocky surface. It's covered. It's very uneven, covered in potential handholds.
Covered in handholds, you say?
Yeah. Get in there.
That's good enough for us.
Potential handhold. It looks feasible, but not without risk.
Okay, as we're relatively small compared to these creatures, do we think we could probably achieve that, or on the face of it, does it look like near certain death? I'm going to throw it out to the group as well.
I mean, I would allow you to make a intelligence or idea roll.
I like the sound of intelligence.
If you fail it, it's going to be like, yep, perfectly safe. Let's go.
Intelligence and idea rolls are essentially they both use intelligence.
The genius that I am, I have a lot of faith in my own brain. So.
Yeah. It's just that there is some slight distinguishing between idea and intelligence roll, because some things give you a bonus to one or the other.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's an intelligence roll.
Oh no! If this one of these philosophical genius to one is insanity to another kind of things.
No.
Oh.
No, it's just a mechanical thing. So intelligence being recall, idea being, making that, coming up with an idea on the spot.
Yeah.
Recall or problem solving. Where are we? So it does look like it might be possible to jump between these protrusions. So there's a larger, as you can see, there's the larger ones as well as these smaller ones. So it might be possible to jump between them, or to climb. The walls are very uneven. I mean, you might not be skilled climbers, so that might be difficult. But it might also be possible to inch your way along the many potential ledges that around the edge as well, or indeed a combination of the two.
Okay, so as the genius that my character is, I am going to just point that out to the party and say I think between a combination of climbing and jumping, if we go around the left-hand side, that seems to be the easiest way to actually get there. Who's up for it?
I certainly could help. I suppose. Shall we go back and procure the necessary climbing equipment and ropes, crampons, and pitons, and all the other necessary equipment, and come back and conduct such an expedition? That would be possible. In the meantime, my used-to-be friend Alfie could stay here amongst his new people and ingratiate himself with the community, so that when we come back, they'll be just as kind and let us come back in as well.
Sounds good to me. I definitely think we should prepare a little bit.
Or we could wait for the invention of the helicopter.
Rope it is.
I'm going to make.
15 years?
I'm going to look around the area, or maybe just kind of remember. Have I seen anything that looked like rope or crude implements here that the natives use for their purposes? I know they're trolls. I'm just going to call them natives, so as not to insinuate that they're people who make outlandish claims on the internet.
I would say there is. I mean, these aren't. They exhibit quite, despite their animalistic look to them, they clearly exhibit quite a high level of intelligence. Maybe not as intelligent as yourselves, perhaps.
You have met us, right?
Speak for yourself.
Or maybe, of course, because they're primitive, it doesn't mean their intelligence level isn't the same. It's just but
the question is,
there are indeed tools and ropes made from hair that has been woven together.
So yeah, I think perhaps if somebody can communicate with what used to be Alfie, they ask them if we could borrow the implements that we might need, then we wouldn't have to wait for Caduceus to send us stuff for it or to procure it otherwise. And so I guess I'll go around and I'll point to Alfie like this, and that, and I'll try to assemble, what looks like a reasonable climbing kit, but again, only with the permission of the local natives, if they seem to understand what we wanted and why we want it.
If this doesn't work, there's got to be rope and stuff at the fishing village. It's a fishing village. Do you think they'd have rope? Come on.
I mean, maybe.
Do we want to head
sure
back there? We could go back there and scavenge as well. Either way, we're scavenging for equipment, so it's either here or there, but we're here now.
If I guess we could probably mime it to Alfie in that, point out to the walls that we're going to climb using our hands and stuff. And if you've seen rope, Randy, we could point to the rope as if to say, like, we plan to tie it, like do the actions of tying it around our waist, and Alfie speak as in hands, flappy hands, to big creatures to take with us.
And while you make that suggestion to me, I'm pointing to you and like in Alfie's direction to get his attention to you.
Okay.
How hard could this be?
Alfie was pretty smart.
I would say an intelligence check would allow you to understand.
Well, the cool thing is he is sharp-witted and therefore gets a bonus on intelligence.
Oh, nice.
Intelligence checks, which is good because he has quite a low intelligence.
Well,
holy shit, he failed.
whoa!
Even with a bonus dice.
You can, of course, spend
a look. I'm pushing. Watch his head explode as he tries to comprehend what these people are trying to say to him.
Dwight, why are these people now bringing us clothing for their mating ritual?
14 look. You know what?
Why am I now married to one of them?
No, don't do that. Take the lesson from Randy. Roll with it.
How did that work out for Randy?
Not good. I'm still here, aren't I?
Should I listen to Randy?
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
I'll spend 14 look to. It seems like a bit of a waste, though, just for this, doesn't it?
My God.
Possibly. I mean, personally, if you're asking my personal opinion, I wouldn't.
It's not worth it, is it? No, you're right. It's not worth it.
It would be a bit extravagant.
Yeah.
But that's what looks nice.
Save it for when we Well, it's not life and death, is it?
It might be if we don't have rope and pitons.
I would say, in fact, I'll be quite kind with this because, like I say, you haven't regressed. Your IQ hasn't regressed. You're still aware of.
Yeah.
So although you think you think you're part of the troll clan, you still have your intelligence, your intellect, and things. So
yeah. I'm the smartest troll in the village.
But he just can't speak proper English like what was.
So, although you maybe don't grasp what they're trying to say about with this specific topic, you do maybe grasp the idea that you've spoken to your friend that the way forward might be getting across this.
Okay. Okay. So, putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 5, we might need some rope and tools to get across that abyss, right? Okay. Is there anybody here that seems to be in charge?
If you were to guess, it might be the shaman. That is the female Vomis who is the shaman is the only one who visually stands out.
Okay, right. Okay, so is she kind of surrounded by a huge group of people that might cause me a problem to get past?
I would say at the moment she is now the ritual is over. There was quite a large group preparing the bodies. But I would say she's probably now sat or knelt in meditation in front of the statue of Sahuga.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to approach her then.
Okay. So what about everybody else? What's everybody else doing? So Alfie the troll wanders off to where towards the statue of Saphogua.
I'm happy to wait to observe what Alfie's doing because I think it's quite important to see that does he appear to be pointing at the things we've asked him to find, or is he completely confused? Do you know what I mean? If he's watching and pointing at rope and to the chasm, then I'm patiently going to wait. If he's talking about something completely different with his body language, then we might need to go and seek for the stuff himself. I'm going to say to the other two.
Okay, so Mark, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. I think that he doesn't point or gestures towards any ropes. In fact, if anything, he just walks away from you towards where they...
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be something like that, or maybe he nods, actually not really understanding, but maybe thinking that he's got an idea as to what their intention is. Nods and walks off, but not going the direction perhaps you thought he was going to walk in.
Yeah.
I will be, however, looking for ropes and implements and stuff like that throughout the cave.
Yeah, because theoretically, we could just go next to the rope and do gestures like to the Vumis, like we want to take it and see if they mind. It saves relying on the lesser-brained Alfie.
It's communal rope, and we are now part of the tribe.
Exactly. They might not mind if we borrow it. They might actually be highly entertained watching these little creatures try to climb around it, and then they might have their own gambling den to see who survives. You know, you don't know. There isn't a lot of entertainment down here for them, is there?
So, are the three of you?
Well, I take it that this is kind of like an anarcho syndicate type of civilization where we could probably just take anything that we need because that's probably, they don't have a concept of property, but it's more communal.
But are the three of you moving? I mean, obviously Alfie's wandered off, but are the rest of you moving, searching for rope and possible other useful items as a group together?
I think so. I think
very good.
I mean, I would have just been wandering off, so if people are following me, great. If they're going their own way, they're going their own way.
I'm just wondering if he's going to make us a communal look roll. Is my look still the lowest?
Yes, probably at the moment. Nobody's spent any yet.
Doesn't matter. Everyone will blame me anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, let's go with the others.
Okay. I wouldn't have imposed a penalty if you would have tried to metagame that at all. Right. Anyway, so while Alfie heads over to where this the shaman is meditating, muttering away to herself in some religious fervor, the rest of you start wandering around looking for some rope and some potential, anything else that might be potentially useful. And yes, Dr. Williams, you can make the luck roll for the group.
Woo! Look, there is a reason I put the idea in his head.
I hope it works.
Me too. Here we
I
go.
have my doubts.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. Ah.
Oh, well, that was rather.
Oh.
That was so close.
That was really close, wasn't it?
If it was anything but a luck roll, I'd spend luck on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they are. I mean, like I say, most of these trolls, these Vormis, have returned to their previous locations. But so I'm just going to move these because these are relevant to what's happening. So wandering around the cave, you do come across. You spot this group by this pit, and coiled up on the floor near the edge of this pit is some rope. Like I say, the rope that has been made by weaving together their own hair.
From where?
Well, it could be anywhere. They are covered from head to pretty much almost from head to toe in thick, coarse black hair.
Oh, that's good then.
There are still other places. I mean, like that in this cavern. Maybe there are natural paths that go up the mountainside. Maybe we don't have to actually climb through. Maybe we see if there are other areas of the cave.
But wouldn't they have attacked them from those areas if they had access to this cave from a different route?
Well, why would they walk if they could fly?
Good point. Maybe maybe over the pit isn't as guarded as well as the other entrances because there's a big pit there.
But if they know that they can't fly, then this entrance won't be guarded at all. So if we go across that entrance, they won't be guarding it because they won't expect it.
Don't you hate it when people answer you?
Well, maybe they don't only guard against one particular threat. Maybe there are multiple threats from this community.
But damn your logic.
Yeah. But what I mean is obviously if they can walk to them, then that will be heavily guarded. Where if they're not going to expect them to fly or climb across this sort of hole,
this natural boundary.
Yes. Then maybe that's the safest way to get in because no one expects us to go that way. Also, this is a massive volcano. It could be miles and miles of endless walking and never finding the right route, and we could get hideously lost.
Oh, correct. Where that gaping chasm doesn't present any risks or challenges. I agree.
Not with the correct amount of rope, surely. What could go wrong?
You mean the correct amount of hair?
Yes. I don't mind. If you want to go wandering off mindlessly into caves and tunnels into a volcano.
That's what I specialize at, actually.
He's
but
done it many times
it was a
before.
suggestion. Plus, we don't know the result of the negotiations that Alfie will have with the Grand Poobah here because, maybe we won't get the things we need.
No.
So, Chocolate Witch, Alfie, you head over to where the shaman is.
Say meditate.
Yeah, meditating, carrying out religious activities around this statue.
I mean, are her eyes open? Does she see me approach first? Or is she kind of?
I would say when when you almost, when you're just a few feet away from her, she becomes aware of your presence.
Yeah.
And she turns, looks a little hesitant, and then she greets you.
Ah.
But you reckon it's kind of more of a formal greeting rather than informal.
Like greeting a stranger.
Yeah.
Our brothers and sisters were taken, yes? Through there.
She says, yes, many were taken. Many have been taken, though we prepare for their next assault.
Do they always come from that direction?
We have scouting parties searching for other routes. As she tells you that there was a brief on one occasion there was an assault on the entrance from outside to the main entrance of the cavern, and so she has dispatched search parties to look for other ways, other places that these snake people might be coming from. But the most recent assaults have always come from across this abyss, because the snake people fly. They fly wielding fire, and they cannot pursue them without great risk.
My friends and I wish to save our brothers and sisters. We wish to cross the chasm. We need help to get across. We need tools. Can you provide us with them? If I need to make any kind of roll here, I guess he's trying to charm her by doing the whole brothers and sisters routine, and because that's his talent, right?
Yeah, well, I would allow charm. Normally I would say if it was just a case of you just understand the language, I would put a penalty on that. But you, maybe because you feel like you are part of them, that gives you an extra level of confidence.
Yeah, he definitely feels that he's going there to save his kin, right? So
yeah, I would. Yeah, a charm. A charm roll.
Cool, I get a bonus.
With whatever, a normal, what would ever be classed as a normal charm roll for yourself.
But
Is anybody else considering what the offspring of the copulation between Alfie and this creature might look like? Or is it just me?
It's just you.
To be quite honest,
Really?
to be quite honest,
Yeah, please.
I am blessed.
Oh,
Close.
nice.
I made it. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so she says this would be a dangerous task that would put you at great risk. But she offers to offer some aid, though their resources are limited. She offers to provide what aid they can.
Ooh.
If you will seek out, as you say, and try and rescue the members of the clan.
Well,
If they still live.
That is my intention. So, yeah, absolutely. We'll bring back as many as we can.
Her only question is how you wish to pursue this. Do you wish to try and cross the abyss, which is sacred
Oh,
to the clan? She's not, she doesn't dissuade, doesn't say you're not, not that it's a taboo or anything. But do you wish to try and cross the abyss, or do you wish to try to wait on the return of one of the search parties to see if there is another way to, if the Serpent people have another means of accessing their lair?
Time is of the essence. We have no idea if the scouting parties will even return. If we'd have crossed the void there, then if we fall, then that is, what do they call it? Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Cthulhu's will.
Right. She nods and grunts in approval, and saying, "Yeah, if you shall fall, then you shall pass. Your bodies may be lost, but your spirits will pass on to the sleeper, and your flesh, or rather, your spirits shall pass on to Cthulhu, and your flesh shall nourish the sleeper." So you get them. So another thing that she distinguishes between these two terms as if they're two different things.
Okay.
The sleeper is not Sahuga.
Huga. Okay, so I nod, bow, whatever I feel is appropriate, or what Alfie feels is appropriate. We will need rope and tools, etc.
So she calls out to a few nearby Vormis, instructing them to gather the things that you require and to fulfill your requirements, to give to you what you ask. And she walks out into the middle of the cabin and calling out, she announces to the entire cabin, to the entire tribe, which of course probably draws the attention of the rest of you while you're stood by this pit, this group of Vormis that are stood or sat around this pit in the floor. And she calls out, obviously the rest of you can't understand the words she's saying, but she draws everybody towards her, and they gather in a kind of loose crowd around her. And she announces that the stranger seeks to prove themselves. And offers to rescue the lost brothers and sisters, and that you should be provided with the things that you request, the tools that you need.
Okay, so I guess if I'm standing next to the shaman and she says that, I'll look across at Dwight and give him the thumbs up.
I guess we'll take stuff then.
Okay, so the other tribe members, they move off and move about the cave, and they come back, each one, or well, not every single one, but they come back and place before you coils of rope and clubs made from wood and volcanic rock.
Oh, how big are the clubs?
They're quite big. They would require two hands for you to wield, and they would be quite hard. So it would be difficult to use them.
any kind of metal spikes or anything like that they might? I don't suppose metal is the thing they've got.
No, they haven't got metal, but the clubs have got like shards of volcanic rock. So it might be possible to remove those and maybe use those. I mean, you're not going to be able to, obviously not going to be able to hammer them into something, but you might be able to use them a bit like, push them, hammer them into cracks. Yeah. I'll learn to speak eventually.
Or use them as knives, maybe.
Oh, well, yeah. They could be used as knives as well. Indeed, they could. So, the clubs on the cells could be used as weapons, but they will be very unwieldy. They would require 2 hands and would probably incur penalty dice. But it would be possible to remove the pieces of volcanic rock that have been sort of chipped away and sharpened.
Yeah. You just know that if any of us actually get across there, none of us are going to have any luck left, right?
This is quite true.
Yeah, I mean, you're fucked. Whatever, I think.
Oh God, I'm dead at this point. I mean,
yeah.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
That's all right. I'm not a Jedi.
Since I've joined this group, no one has ever died.
I mean, that's true. Nobody's died in 2 sessions. Or
like,
exactly.
hello, Fate. What tempted you to come out? It's
okay. So let's grab all of this stuff.
Do you think they've got any people-sized sticks that we could maybe use rope to put these blades, sticky up, spiky obsidian butts on the end of for speary goodness? I'll speak one day.
I mean,
can we see any piton type stuff like needles or anything like that they've got?
We got the is it like obsidian or whatever it is? I suppose.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So the closest thing to that is you could remove the piece of obsidian, like volcanic rock that had been chipped and carved away to add essentially big spikes onto these wooden clubs. So you could remove those and potentially use them as something like a piton, or as Dr. Williams suggested, as a knife, a dagger.
I think with a 20 in climbing, there's not a lot that can go wrong.
No, I think.
I can't believe
one of those things, isn't it? Where
I can't believe I suggested this.
Create a Call of Cthulhu character and don't put anything into climb or operate heavy machinery or mechanical engineering, whatever.
But name a single Call of Cthulhu game where you've used any of those skills.
Exactly.
I don't think I've used a climbing skill in 35 years of role playing.
You've never played one of my games.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go. Finally, here we go.
There's always a first time for everything.
Exactly.
After this, we'll put all lots of points into climbing heavy machinery and we'll never use them again.
Just in case.
Yeah. I'm intending to make at least one roll this evening.
We believe in you.
Okay, so we get the rope. I don't know, is Alfie mad enough to go first? He probably is mad enough to go first, isn't he?
Maybe.
Mad or man?
Mad, not man. He's definitely not man enough. He's just mad. He's troll enough for it, mate.
If only we had a big brave game hunter.
Well, that's it. I think I would probably go first. Mostly
I agree.
Because I don't want to rely on somebody else holding on the rope for my life, because the temptation would just be too great for anybody to resist.
So, are you going to take any precautions?
How far exactly do you expect us to go with these trolls? I think it might be a good idea to tie a rope around ourselves and have someone we trust holding the other end of the rope
Or several people holding the rope.
How about several trolls,
I was
perhaps?
going to say, why don't we just accidentally tie it to one of the boomers?
We can ask them.
Or hold this, please.
Right,
Yeah, we'll get a group. We'll get a group.
Out of all the Volmas, which one of them looks less likely to be pulled off the edge should one of us fall?
Any of them. I mean, they're all like 12 feet tall, aren't they?
The average around 10 to 12 feet tall. Yeah.
And nobody devised like some sort of pulley system up there where they could just like, not yet. No. Okay.
Oh, that thingy banding that you take the weight when the other person's falling off. Yeah, but you need to be underneath them for that. It doesn't help when you're falling.
Well, I mean, back then, I mean, it was a crude implementation, so it's maybe not exactly 100%.
Jake, if it makes you feel better, we'll definitely do that for you.
But yes, I shall begin to look and examine. I've climbed many a tree. Both to hunt things and to climb out of mistresses' women's houses through the windows when their husbands came home. So I might be pretty adept at climbing.
How adept at climbing are you?
We are going to see.
Yeah, but if it's mostly climbing out of mistresses' windows, doesn't that mean you're far better at climbing down than you are climbing up?
I am completely not good at climbing, but with these implements, I am certain that I can give it a jolly good show.
I believe in him.
Me too.
I'm going to gesture over to get a couple of burly troll type fellas or women over.
Okay. Yeah. They're more than.
And I tell them,
the burlier, the better.
Hold this. And do not let go.
So which way are you going? Are you going clockwise around the chasm or anti-clockwise?
Well, it really depends on what my judgment tells me is the better way.
I think we already established left was clockwise was better, right?
That's what I established with my intelligence, wasn't it?
It looks that way from the diagram there, but
yeah, clockwise it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you wish to proceed then, Randall? Do you want to climb or jump?
No, climb if possible.
Okay.
You say that like that was the wrong choice, but I understand. Fine, I will jump. Okay.
Let's. If it was the wrong answer,
it's a matter of percentages, not anything else. But I have the rope, so I'm assuming climbing is fine.
It might be a case of percentage, but yourself as well. So they're not just they're not random things.
Correct. I will jump now. If it helps, I will do so at half movement so as not to impose the penalty of difficult terrain.
I think you should probably go full movement if you're jumping a long distance. If you only jump halfway.
Whoa.
Well, good idea. Too bad I didn't understand.
What happened? What happened? It all goes terribly wrong. When moving at full speed, you kind of overshoot a bit.
I will ask. I will just so I know exactly your intention, everybody's intentions. What precautions, if any, are you taking?
I rolled up a new character last week. Oh, I'm sorry. You meant for in game. Precautions. I am tied to the rope, which is with other people. I guess, leaving the state of my life where whoever is. My idea will be to kind of jump to the next place, be able to anchor the rope somewhere so the next person can move easily. In an Indiana Jones-esque type of movement, I'm going to take 2 of those obsidian pieces in my arms so that when I run and jump, I will have something extra to hold as purchase in whatever it is I land on.
Okay.
Because it seems to me like that might be not a bad idea. If I have, strips of leather, because who doesn't walk around with strips of leather? Probably have to cut off some from my
They're called
jacket.
belts, I think.
I'll wrap them off and stuff like that. I don't want to sacrifice my belt because then,
Shoelaces.
it's kind of hard to run with your trousers, around your ankle.
I mean, that is a good point. I mean,
Oh,
actually,
no, just wave them around your head like I do.
put them on your head and
So you're wrapping something around these
so I can-
shards of rock to protect your hands. Yeah, okay.
Right.
I mean, that seems like a really good idea, to be honest. I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
And what about the other end of the rope that is not attached to Randall?
And that's being held by a couple of burly troll type dudes.
Okay.
I believe their names are Ooga and Booga.
They're good,
So-
friendly sounding names, to be honest.
So, for argument's sake, we'll say it's a traditional coil of 50 foot of rope. So let's say one of the trolls comes over, maybe a couple
Hemp
of
or
trolls
silk
comes over.
or hair?
Hair.
Troll hair.
Troll pubic hair.
Oh, I am so washing my hands after this is done.
Okay.
Yeah, hair, which I
I'm
suppose is no.
going to wash my hands in whatever
hair.
is gurgling at the bottom of the chasm.
Okay, so Randall, you are able to edge your way out along this ledge till you get to the point where you get to this point where you are, where you can either climb out along this narrow ledge or you can try and jump to this outcrop, this large outcrop.
Okay. As he's doing this, I want to be spending my time memorizing what he's doing, using my intelligence to work out whether it's more optimal or not for when I get to do it.
Okay.
Or basically shout help as well. Like when people are stood at like the rock walls and they go, no, go left, and like in that really unhelpful manner.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, you might be able to pick up. Yeah.
Oh, if only Jamie Moore was here to see me do this now. And I know what you're going to ask of me at this point.
So yeah, give us a.
And if people... Oh no, unbelievable. I don't believe that.
Oh no, you fucked it for the rest of us now, though.
Yeah, I saw the 30 and I'm like, holy crap, I'm not making it. Like, because it's...
Holy crap.
That's
Oh, wait, you could-
got a 0.
You've got a shit ton of luck to spend, my friend. What? Save some more good rolls for the rest of us
Don't
that
double
don't.
down on me, because if I say now I'm not going to use luck, I'm going to make myself a liar later on.
Wow.
Actually, if you attach the rope, all we've got to do is use the rope. We haven't got to go through all
Yeah,
this.
you can walk
trauma,
like,
have we?
basically on the ledge and hold it. Correct. That's
Why
the
don't you
idea.
build a rope bridge when you get to the other side?
Do you have any pet on, do you?
Well, I'm expecting that you guys will come. There's enough space for us here, all, so you guys will come here before we then think of our next.
So, yeah. So now, I mean, I'll give you some assistance here. So now, as well, probably as Dwight said. So now you've got the choice. You've got the same choice. You can either jump, or you can climb along this ledge here.
But they're climbing along the ledge while holding on to the rope that
Yes,
I have tied down there. So they're just walking with this support.
Yes. So
That just means you don't get a penalty dice.
No,
So,
but you can still slip.
so who's going next?
Well, I have to leave them
Alfie.
room near the ledge, so I'm in.
Alfie's going to go next.
Okay. So Alfie, are you taking any? What are you doing?
I'm taking
take
all
it.
the precautions. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. Obviously, we've now got this rope that Randy has kind of taken across, so that makes things a little easier for us than poor Randy had it.
Mm-hmm.
We've still got the rope tied around us and the friendly trolls hanging onto the other end of it. Or are they holding on to the one that Randy... Can we attach that one that the trolls were holding for Randy? Can we attach that somewhere in the cave so that they can then hold on to the.
So there's 2 trolls. So one of them can hold the rope and.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Cool. I mean, there's a lot of trolls here. If we're not going to run out of trolls, are we?
No.
So,
Why don't we just throw them all into the chasm, and then when they all die and land on each other, we can walk across? Is that what you're saying?
they'll be like using
Wish I
like
thought of that.
ants across a river.
Yeah.
Do you think we can run across them
hold
faster
hands.
than the thing at the bottom of the pit can eat, though?
Anyway, so Alfie's basically using the same tactic as Jake. He's got as Randall. He's got the extra rope that he can make use of. I guess he's going to climb across them, right? Using the rope.
Okay. Very well. So you can. Yeah, so that's what all you're doing then. So you're just climbing along this ledge, using the rope to aid yourself. Yes.
What it is? Is that you're just doing it. I can't think of anything else really.
Are you doing? Yeah, but it's proper climbing. Give us an intelligence roll.
Oh, it's an intelligence roll. I get a bonus dice for that, Phil.
Oh, you do indeed.
Yeah,
That helped last time.
it did, didn't it? Here we go again. Come on. Oh, yes. There we go.
Wow.
I've
So
used the power of thought to get across, mate.
I mean, I'm only So because I didn't want to put words into your mouth. So, but with that, are you tying the rope to you?
Oh God, yes. I mean, I was going across the same as Randall.
But you didn't say you did. You did say you did.
No, exactly. So I just wanted to confirm that, but I didn't want to.
We're all taking notes here, just in case.
Yeah. By the way, guys, you have to say exactly what you're going to do, otherwise Phil will punish you.
Yes, I will. I will indeed. So you secure. So you take the other rope, tie it around your waist. One of the other trolls.
Yeah, holding on to the other end.
And you go, and then you edge out onto the ledge. So you can make your climb roll.
I can't.
So this climb is actually really easy because there's quite a wide ledge. You've got the rope, so you can do it with 2 bonus dice.
Oh, I bet you I still fail with this one.
Look at that.
Oh, 6.
Oh,
So you get across with no problem.
yeah.
And as you make it across, there's essentially a cheer goes up from some of the trolls. There's a crowd gathering on the abyss.
Why did I get a cheer?
It's because they put a Deadpool up on the wall, haven't they?
Exactly.
Wow.
Alfie beats his chest and salutes them. Not in an Elon Musk kind of way, but
Ooh, it's all right. It's all right. It's the 30s. People don't frown on that yet.
yeah, that's true.
Actually, it was actively encouraged.
Yeah. That's part
So,
of the
anyway,
achievement, you know.
Who's going next?
Oh, God, I'll go next.
Oh, good plan.
Dr. Williams. Are you jumping or are you climbing?
I don't think I'd be able to jump and keep that magnificent moustache in the style it should be, so I am climbing.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and walk across.
the aerodynamics on that moustache might slow you down.
It'd make a great parachute, but for jumping, not a good thing. Also,
And are you taking any precautions, Dr. Williams?
Yes, I am going to tie myself to the rope that Mr. Savage went over on, which is being held firmly by those 2 trolls, in the hope that when I fall off, I won't fall that far.
I weigh more than you.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
What is your size, Mr. Savage?
I take a size 38 pants.
According to my stats, I take a size 40. I'm slightly worried now, but not as worried as I could be.
Where?
But if it was the one that Randy was holding, then it's been or rather the one that was attached to Randy. There was the troll that's holding the other end of the rope.
Well,
anyway.
normally I don't talk about stats since you could see what my size is. My size is 60.
Oh, so my intelligence is 80, which is why I'm doubting what I'm doing at this moment.
So you can also have 2 bonus dice onto your climb roll.
Look at that.
Thank you very much. If anybody wants to know what I'm using a Blake's hitch. I will teach you all how to tie it later. How bad can it possibly be?
It can get worse.
Oh, by the way, I'm also making sure while no one's looking, I'm just going to go to the toilet before I attempt it. So that if I fall off, I don't embarrass myself.
Well, nobody will see if you fall off.
Yeah.
Plus 2 bonus dice. Away we go.
Another 6. Wow. Okay.
All the 6s.
Okay,
Let's go up to 80.
So I will assume that you untie your rope and throw it, and then it's drawn back across. Either you toss it across, or the troll pulls it back in.
They're pulling our ropes back. Hang on a minute. So what are we going to do for the next section?
Don't worry, we're not going to need the.
Well, they're going to. They'll presumably going to. I mean, I'm probably. In fact, I'm not going to say it.
They're going to join us here, obviously.
Yay!
They just jump these ropes all the time. They don't need to jump. Their legs just kind of go from one to the other.
Yeah.
We haven't even asked whether they can actually just teleport yet, have we, to the other side? just checking. It's a bit more serious now. It's my go.
Yes, they can, but not carrying anything.
So, are you taking any precautions, Dwight?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tie the rope around my waist.
Okay. So you got the rope around the waist. You've got the rope that is that has been secured between the 2 points.
Yeah, I've seen how easy this is, and I've seen the paths that all 3 of my colleagues have taken. So I'm going to climb it.
Would it help if we all turn away so we're not all watching you as well?
Yeah. I'm more concerned that I'm going to get to where you are, lose my balance, and push one of you off the other side.
Isn't it strange after all this use that thin ledge hasn't started crumbling yet?
Shut up.
So unfortunately, I can't award you any more than 2 bonus dice. So you get 2 bonus dice.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Don't say
Climb.
anything now in case it all goes wrong.
What?
It's
Another good roll.
Wow.
Another good roll.
That's
Nice.
yeah. It'll do. Right, can we go back now?
That's it, and that's it for tonight. See you on
Whose
next
idea was this?
I'm starting to think I should have kept my mouth shut.
Welcome,
sure we've only got-
welcome to my world.
We've only got another 4 or 5 of these to do, right?
Yeah, a couple like that, yeah.
1,
So
2. Oh god.
So the troll throws the rope that they are holding. They throw them any ropes that they are holding. They throw them across to you. So now you've got both coils of rope where you are stood on this protrusion.
Wait, what about doing this to them?
Well, I mean, I got a sneaking suspicion that they're probably not going to come along.
No, they don't.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I mean, I have that a lot, to be honest. Right. So I guess Alfie is kind of gesturing that we all tie a single rope around each of us, around our waist, all of us, on one stretch of rope, yeah? So they were all on the same
Piece of rope.
50 foot.
Tether.
Mm.
And because I got here first and everybody else was taking their time and making sure, while I was here, I was actually trying out an idea with these 2 kind of obsidian spikes in my hand. And I'm kind of going against the wall and trying to chunk them in to see if they actually, if I actually get them to hold and then take them out and get them to hold and take them out. I'm trying to see, is the rock face more brittle here and prone to these things getting stuck in them, or does it just chip away at rock?
So if you try to embed them in the unbroken surface of the rock, it doesn't break them, but it chips pieces, parts of them away. But if you jam them into cracks in the rock, then you do think they will take some of your weight.
All right, and okay, so that might be because I'm looking at the next length, and I don't think I can jump that, so I don't think I'm going to have a choice.
So you by the looks of it, you can pretty much safely navigate to this point here, and then it is either a climb or a jump between the next point.
Oh, that's a small jump.
No problem.
That should be fine. Okay, excellent. So
What's the worst that could go wrong?
well,
You had to ask.
So
all right.
I'll just move.
Yeah,
I'll just
so-
move everybody
yeah,
along.
for sure, yeah.
Oh,
I see.
everybody's gonna
It's-
like. Oh, so Dwight was at the back, wasn't it? Okay. So there you go. So you've tied each other to this single length of rope, and you've got another length of rope, a separate length of rope as well. If you should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking down, are there any ledges like that are just below?
Well, yeah. I mean, these aren't all on like a uniform level, so they are at different levels.
All right, so it's quite okay. So, all right, yeah, I think what I'm going to do next.
But there are only the ones that you can see.
Right, understood. Okay, so then that's not great. All right, yeah, and since I don't have any, I think with the jumping, I there's no advantage that I have because I'm the first one to go with everything. So I think this one I am going to try to climb with my newfound grappoons, whatever they are.
So you can make a climb roll.
Pitons.
You can also make a luck roll. If you are lucky, I will say that you manage to get some purchase with these makeshift.
And you guys
crampons.
wanted me to spend all my luck.
Let us brace
I mean,
ourselves.
he's been trying to
gentlemen.
do this since we started.
Let us brace
Oh!
ourselves.
Hey, look at that.
Should
So
he
you can-
slip, we can catch him before he falls.
You can potentially.
Yeah, but
stop
the
it from
idea is we
falling.
still don't make progress, and I want to make progress, not try and catch and then try and catch and try and catch. It's
So you
because
can
eventually
have-
you're just going to do the catch and release, and then where will I be?
So you can have a single bonus dice onto your climb roll,
Okay.
unless you can jump, of course.
Well, if I jump, then there's no bonus.
No,
There's only pushing it with my.
yeah.
So I'm beginning to understand. No. So
Ooh.
I start sliding.
So you start sliding. So you can push it, or you can spend luck, or you can take the fail.
I'm going to push it.
Oh, you mad bastard. What is wrong with you?
I'm going to push it.
And how you need to justify how you're going to push it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. So as I feel myself sliding, I'm going to try to scramble up with my legs against it, like thinking, oh, I should have tried for something for my feet. And you know what? I'm going to kind of try to make it a actual jump in the end, which it won't be, but I'm going to actually kind of try to, as I'm sliding down, brace my knees under me and propel myself up. So it's more of a jump, but it's not. It's just pushing this thing.
No, that's fine. So when you push your roll, whoa.
Sorry.
Before you do that, when you push a roll, it does not have to be the same skill. So you can change
in then.
So you can change that to a jump.
Well, for sure, I'm going to change it now, but it's.
I will. No, I will let you do it because even though you didn't wait for me to finish, I will let you do it.
All right, I will try it. And this would be regular, I'm guessing.
It's regular. Yeah. Oh,
Did I
Well,
pass?
that was a fumble, but it's a fumble. It's a push, so it's a fumble anyway. So yeah, you try as you start to slip. You like brace yourself. You grab. Using a bit of leverage from what grip you've got with these makeshift crampons, and push yourself and jump out towards the ledge. But the as you do so, the extra weight on the crampon just pulls it free, and you just plummet down.
Tell my wife I never loved her.
And Alfie, you need to make a strength roll, but because Randall has failed with this, it takes you by surprise, and you can have a penalty dice on your strength check.
Quick, let's assist him.
Cut the rope.
So Alfie, penalty dice, there we go. So Alfie, you managed to dig your feet in, and even though it almost threatens to pull you over the edge, you managed to halt Randall's descent. I mean, yeah.
Thank you, Alfie Troll. What do we do now? What do we do now?
Try again.
So, well, potential options. I'm not helping you now. I can think of a few options, but I'm not going to help you anymore.
Pull the other one.
I guess we'll pull him up for a start.
Well, if I'm dangling there, I'm going to say, "Oh, just hold nothing yet. Don't pull me. Don't nothing. Just leave me. I will give the instructions. You comply with them." I'm going to look around to where I fell just to see if there's anything else around here, a cave entrance, or a little ledge or something that I can move myself in. And
don't look down.
So there is nothing that could take you away. If anything, it's almost it slopes away from you, so it's kind of a concave. The sides of it can concave, if you get what I mean. So it slopes.
Okay.
It slopes away from you.
all right,
But there's places where you can maybe grab hold, but nothing that will take that would fully take your weight or that you could stand on.
I'm going to say, okay, slowly pull me up slowly, and I'll, try again to brace myself with my, makeshift spikes.
Okay, so
Evo.
So yeah, you can. It's maybe it's a bit of a heart-wrenching moment, but kind of sort of heart in your throat kind of thing. But between the three of them, it's a simple task of pulling you back up, and you scramble back up onto this ledge.
Guys, any other ideas at all?
It's always trying again.
Do you think this jetpack I have in my backpack would help? I will jump it then. But this time, I'm going to say, okay, we have no choice. Apparently, I am a fearless hunter. Everybody kind of move back and give me the space. And this time, I'm going to take a running jump.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you a bonus dice for running jump. It's not a big jump either. So.
All right. All right, guys.
Only, what is it? It's about
on 3.
It is quite
3.
Okay, jump with bonus dice.
Whoa!
Yay! Easy. So you land easily. Yeah, don't even land on your feet. Don't even sort of wobble or anything. Just climb clean, perfect landing.
Oh, all right. And tie the rope somewhere to something more sturdy than me, and help people coming forward in whatever way I can.
Okay, so Alfie, this will give you. There's no ledge to stand on this time, so you're literally climbing on but with the rope, it will give you a bonus dice if you wish to climb.
Probably do. Yeah, I think it's probably. It's not going to make much difference. Fair.
Okay, away you go.
Try.
Boom! Look at that! Wow. So, that is. I will allow you that.
Can we all get over with that?
Why don't? Tightrope walk it, why don't you?
That's an interesting proposition. So, Alfie, in which case I will give you an option.
Mm-hmm.
You can either have an automatic success on the next climb roll.
Oh, you bugger.
Or you can give somebody else an extra bonus dice.
Oh, you sod.
We don't know what you're saying anyway. It's all right.
That's right. Only one of them.
Only one of them.
Only one of them. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, you're right. I should be selfish here because I can only.
Nah, yeah. I think your wife she definitely said you should give it to someone else. That's what I read. You can't even read that language anymore.
That is a very good point. Oh my God, what a decision. Now that okay, let's look at it this way. Alfie wants to impress these trolls, doesn't he?
Possibly.
So, as much as it pains me, I might be selfish. Oh, you sod. Alfie has very little luck. Actually, he's got 59.
So the next part that will require a jump or a climb is here.
Oh,
So,
that looks bad, doesn't it?
And then you've just got one more. You just got
Tiny
one.
one.
More so
Yeah.
there's 2 more jump or climb rolls to be made.
Oh my God. But mainly because I can't choose between who I'm going to give it to. I'm going to take it myself.
Okay, so you can get an automatic success on your next climb roll.
I'm just writing down this on my shit list.
So Dr. Williams, you move up to the edge, dragging Dwight along with you. You can make the climb roll with a bonus dice if you wish, or you can make the jump.
One of those games when you wish it was semi-co-op and you can just give someone a nudge.
I know.
Well, you can give him a nudge if you want.
Give me a push if you want. It'll get me over the edge quicker. I'm gonna try and climb it.
Okay.
I think it's the best
Okay.
choice.
So you got bonus dice because you've got, I mean, you can't. Or on the positive side, you can't fall. You can't fall. It's highly unlikely you're going to fall because you got a rope secured between both ends. So you're.
Hang on. When Dyla says highly unlikely,
Well, if you get a critical, obviously, something.
doesn't that kind of mean it's going to happen?
Well, you can tempt fate if you. I'm happy to
climb with a bonus die.
With a bonus dice.
This is going to go well. Why did you opposed?
Why you got the opposed roll again?
I don't know.
Regular.
Stop opposing yourself.
While I'm here and waiting for everybody else.
Oh,
Easy. Well done.
I'm so glad I went to the toilet before we started this.
But you are lighter.
My legs are rock solid as I go across because they can't move because my arse is clenching that tightly.
I feel like I need to lend you the free pass or the extra dice.
No. I'm just going to shout.
Absolutely.
You just
not.
keep it yourself, you selfish bastard. As I'm
like-
falling. So,
So after we've slept tonight, we've
after
forgotten all
seeing
about
how
it.
well Alfie did this, I'm going to insist he take the next jump
Oh, you
first.
bitch.
Ooh.
Because he did it good, so I'm going to actually follow his lead.
So, Dwight, of course, you're not secured at both ends.
No,
You're
but
on the-
if it goes wrong, I'm just going to dangle for a bit. Then
Yeah,
And then we'll pull you up. Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
My point being, you don't get a bonus dice on this.
Oh,
Wow.
And
But you
remember,
can't fall.
Weebles
Wow.
wobble, but they don't
Because-
fall down.
that's because I'm American, isn't it?
And what you got to remember,
Are you?
You've got Dr. Williams there to catch you.
Yeah.
Right, American.
Dr. Williams. Ugh.
Right, I'm going to run and jump it then.
Oh, you're going to jump?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Well, if you're not going to give me a bonus dice, I might as well jump it.
Of course, and then we'll pull you while you're midair if it looks like you're falling.
Yeah, we can just yank you across.
But just like kind of everybody run with him.
Yeah.
'Cause there's enough space
Yeah.
to run.
What's the worst that can happen?
Mr. Johnson, give me a dexterity roll. If you give me a successful dexterity roll, I will give you a bonus dice for your jump as you take a run up.
But if you fail, he will give you a penalty dice. No.
Because, that's an interesting idea. Because, of course, this surface is rather uneven. And there you go.
Look at that!
So, a jump roll with a bonus dice, if you would, please, Mr. Johnson.
I believe in you.
Does he believe in himself? I don't think he does.
Quick, everyone, start running.
Okay, so it's not a fumble. So yeah, Dwight jumped and maybe at the last moment, even though he's got his fantastic run up, jumping, skipping across all the uneven surfaces on this ledge, he trips at the last minute and just plummets off the edge. And
You can just see
Dr. Williams,
Blows
you're
down.
like, Dr. Williams, give us a strength roll.
Oh, I forgot to mention, my character's quite fat, so I do weigh a lot.
Oh no. Time to break out the resistance table.
Thank you.
Your build. Oh no, you're the same build. So yeah,
It's
there's
like
no penalty.
Dr. Williams starts to pull. His muscles bulging, the seam at the back of his tweed jacket creaking slightly under the strain.
Oh no, it's got a tear. It's got a tear all the way up, right?
Oh, yeah, it's like the tweed jacket rips, the
Yes.
sleeves explode as the muscles expand.
Yeah.
Revealing the string vest that his mother always told him he must wear when he goes out.
As your hat falls off your head down the crevasse.
No. He utters that great muscular battle cry, "Get to the chopper!" and pulls you slowly up onto the ledge.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, on the ledge. Yeah. Okay, so you're now.
Well, that was easy.
So yeah, on the bonus is
me
that
back.
when you
Got
if
me
you
back.
fall and you get pulled up onto the side that you're going to go. So that is the bonus of being last, I guess. So yeah, okay. So you make your way around.
Yeah, but while I'm
This-
doing this, I want to search. Does it look like others were here? Do I see signs of teenagers on a Saturday night?
Oh, graffiti on the wall.
You know,
They get
the graffiti on the
everything
wall,
everywhere.
discarded Coke cans, or
Discarded condoms. Give me a spot hidden roll. Discarded goats bladders.
yes, sir.
I can't imagine anyone's been foolish enough to ever attempt this. Ever.
I don't know. We seem to be having a pretty good go.
I know.
No.
You know, this entire session is going to be us just trying to get across this.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Well, not this next one. I think this next one is going to be pretty easy.
I just love the idea that Daleth has gone, because when Jake suggested that we took one of the side passages and we've gone, if we just waited for 10 minutes, they'd have gone, where? And it'd be like a 2-minute back alley walk straight in.
We'll never know.
The scouting
We'll never
party
know,
has
no.
arrived back 2 seconds after we made the first jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking back, you can see a large contingent of the community has gathered, watching silently.
They're taking bets, aren't they?
Yeah.
Possibly. So, did you say you were changing places?
I don't know that I would. No, that's too meta.
No,
I don't.
No, you can. You
Too
can do
meta. No way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can't do it. Sorry.
Okay. Very well. So this is the biggest gap This is the
You make me
worst
do another
part.
strength roll. I will never forgive you.
So this,
Technically,
No,
first and last are the safest, though, aren't they?
Oh, I
Think
suppose.
about it.
I guess.
well,
yeah.
the first always brings you back, so you got to try it again. Last,
Yeah.
you're going to be on the other side. So last
Yeah.
is best. So this, not only is this the widest part, but it kind of overhangs, so you're kind of hanging off.
Holy shit, that's a jump. Well,
And it's a big jump as well. So jump would get a penalty dice on it.
oh shit, don't do that.
Whey!
Because that's, I mean, using, like I said, the scales off on this, but yeah, that's 14 yards.
Wow. Oh my god. I don't know why you're thinking about it.
I'm
I'm going
just
to jump.
checking my inventory to see if there's something there that might be
Springy shoe.
interesting. But yes, I'm going to use those crampoons for purchase. I have no choice. This is not a jump. This is
Okay,
not something
give
I'm
me-
comfortable jumping.
It's not a jump. It's a leap of faith.
In fact, I was probably a bit unfair. I should give you options. So, if you're using the crampons, these makeshift crampons, you can give me either a spot hidden or a luck roll to see if you can find some useful cracks that you can jam these into to improve your chances.
Well, I'm definitely going to use the luck on that because that's what I have it for. Not for spending like some, I don't know,
You're
Okay.
wife with my credit card.
Okay, so you can see some useful purchases where you can some useful spots where you should be able to jam these in, so you can have a bonus onto your climb roll.
So this moment I'm thinking the other way might have been easier.
Okay. I'm gonna actually, because there's been a lot of use of this rope, I'm gonna, just check the knots, retie it, make sure that there's, a good amount of freedom of movement, and I'm going to point out to what's the point of pointing out to Alfie? I'll try to point out to Alfie the areas where I'm going to stop and pause to gain more purchase before I do my next climb, the next climb, just so they know where to. And
okay. Wow.
yeah,
That's
because
not great, mate.
That's
not
the way
great.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a fail. So you can either push it, or you can pay the luck, or you can take the fail.
Do we know which
No,
way this is
I am going to push it, and I am going to say that that I failed at a point where. Well, no, hang on. If I push the climb, then I'm still with the bonus die. If I push it a different way, then I don't get the bonus die.
That is correct.
So I am going to still push it with the bonus die and climb. So
I
this
can
time
offer you a
it's
suggestion if you wish.
not pushing it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try to quickly move to a place that does not have one of the lucky spots that I thought I noticed, because I have to scramble. So instead of going to the next point where I thought I would go, I'm going to have to go to a different point.
Okay, fair enough. No! Yeah, so yeah, you sort of maybe reach half, reach and half push yourself, half jump to it, reach out and use the momentum of your swing to reach out and you swing over and just manage to grasp the edge of the opposite ledge, pulling yourself up onto this narrow ledge, and like your heart beating in your chest, you've got your back up against the rock face.
It's going to be
Taking
something
a
very
moment.
easy for me to role play because that's exactly what I'm feeling now.
Okay, so I would assume after you start, you sure you're not going to have a heart attack. You make yourself you make your way along this narrow ledge to this.
I want to make room for the others. And
Yeah, Alfie's cheering and giving the old troll salute to Randall.
Okay, so Alfie, is it a climb or a jump? I mean, not very
Whatever, it doesn't matter, Phil.
No, it doesn't. It's just a pure style points.
There's no way he's going to jump that distance. There's no way. But he has been watching Randall and saw that the Randall's where he made his little error and corrected himself. So Alfie will just copy that. He'll copy Randall.
And without even hesitating, without a hitch, you easily scale this gap between the ledges. Not a problem. No, don't even hesitate. Dragging Dr. Williams and in turn Mr. Johnson to the edge.
Do I get an extra bonus dice because how sticky that face is because of all the jam that Randy had? I've never seen anything as jammy as that.
So you can either jump or you can climb with a bonus dice because you've got the ropes. People taking your weight at either end, so there's not as much weight on the. You're not having to take as much weight on your feet.
I've got to be honest, I have got a better score in jump than I have climb.
You have.
But I get a bonus dice in climb.
You do get a bonus dice in climb, yeah.
And being a gentleman and not wanting, of course, to scuff my Oxfords, I will climb. I will try climbing with bonus dice.
Okay, go ahead then, Mr. Williams.
Boom.
Okay. So as you start to slip and lose your grip, what are you going to do? Are you going to take the fail, or are you going to push it, or are you going to spend the luck?
I will attempt to push it.
Okay, and how are you going to push it?
I'm going to scream like a spanked red-haired stepchild and flail like a goober.
wow.
Okay.
Destroying the toe caps of my shoes, clawing at the rock as if my hands were made of iron and maybe like severely damaging my pedicure.
Oh, I like that.
I may even, and I know, I may even lose my hat.
Give us a so click on the push button then.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
you like it? Yeah. Then.
Look at that.
I'll never be able to show my face at the Symington's Club ever again.
Oh, I was aiming for a broken finger. Or something.
Oh, your Oxfords have become brogues, my friend.
Okay.
That's it.
Mr. Johnson.
My
It
hat.
doesn't matter now, does it? I can just free fall off the edge. I can just open my arm and swan dine off like Eric Draven in The Crow, and they can just swing me across, can't they?
I'm just hoping that no one notices my bald spot.
But I am too vain to just do that. I'm going to give it a go. I need to redeem myself.
Okay, so climb or jump?
Jump, because I didn't jump the last time, so I need to really test myself this time.
That's the penalty dice, man, isn't it? I mean, are you sure you want to do that?
So you need to make a successful dexterity check
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, good.
Oh, you got the dexterity check, so that's no penalty dice because it's a big jump. So give us a jump roll.
Okay.
It was a bonus dice on the previous jump because that was a small jump, but this is a big jump.
Nothing could go that wrong.
Oh,
Okay, so you
It's only
jump.
22. Oh, you can't. Oh, we can, yeah.
So you jump. And it doesn't look like you're going to make it. Are you going to push it, or are you going to spend a luck?
I'm just gonna. I'm going to push a little bit harder, and I need to show off to these men on how manly I can be with my rotund weight, and how hard can running and jumping actually be.
Okay, give us a push then. So maybe as you leap off the edge, maybe you push out with your foot, kick out and push out a little bit harder.
And it's got worse, hasn't it?
I mean, it's only 14 meters.
Remember, flapping your arms doesn't work.
So yeah, you were like reaching out and you just plummet. You just plummet down, swinging down underneath the you swing out and underneath the ledge, suddenly yanking Dr. Williams towards the edge of the ledge. And Dr. Williams, you can make a strength check with with a penalty dice.
Oh shit!
Oh, I'm making it hard for people, aren't I?
Thanks for that.
Roll another d10.
I'm just re-rolling the entire roll because I'm like that.
Hey! Oh,
well done.
It's a penalty dice. Yeah.
Okay, so so Dr. Williams is there. Yeah, so it takes you by surprise, and Dr. Williams just like is dragged to the edge and disappears over the edge and drops.
Oh, that's.
Alfie, do you think they found a better way and went that way instead? Why am I asking you? I'm going to rush over and try to grab onto the rope and.
Yeah, I think
the rope is tied, so it'll
anyway,
just be
right?
kind of.
It's attached to Alfie next, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you've got Randy behind you, so if it was just you, it would be a penalty dice because you got two people, but it's equal, so it's no penalty dice. So it's a strength check, if you would, please. Oh, no, he pushed his roll, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Williams didn't push his roll, so you do have the option of spending luck or pushing it. I do apologise, I think give me the option. Dr. Williams.
Yes.
You do have the option of pushing your strength roll or spending luck. Bear in mind, if you push it, there will be severe consequences.
It's 7 luck, Flea. It's 7 luck.
That would take me down to 40 luck. Do you know what? I'm going to spend the luck.
Okay, so you click on the spider, you'll get the button. There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Right, so just at the last minute, you managed to wedge your foot against the edge, stopping yourself from just almost topple, kind of on the edge. You almost topple over, but managed to maybe you like wedge your foot against the edge and then fall back hard.
Thank God that all this walking has roughened the soles of my shoes. I didn't want to push it because I'm attached to both of my arms and the shoulders, and I'd like to stay that way.
So between you all, you managed to drag Dwight up onto this ledge.
How pale is he looking?
Oh my!
And so you traverse across this rather large rocky protrusion.
Oh God, have we got another one of these?
We got another one.
To the final one. And also, when you get to this point, and I will require a group luck roll. So the person with the highest, the lowest luck.
That's me with 40.
Oh, you bugger.
Because I spend my guts. I spend my luck. Boop, da-da.
Oh dear.
This is when we discovered that last ledge is like 10 meters higher than the previous one.
So
it
just gives way.
Wow.
As you're making your way towards the edge to prepare yourself to make traverse this last gap, which is quite a small gap. Looks like it doesn't look too hard. The trolls, the Vumis, that are now gathered en masse at the other, almost at the completely opposite side now, start to shout and bellow.
Oh no!
And Alfie, they are shouting an urgent warning.
Is something coming through the gap at the far end?
I'm wondering if we're at their religious warning.
I'm thinking that we're about to get the next bunch of serpent people coming through, and
we could just like.
So you see there is this noise, and you see 2 glass hemispheres.
Oh,
well, that's what we wanted.
Sailing out of this opening, and sat in each one is something wearing one of these skin suits.
Why don't we just wait?
Oh, like the one that Alfie tried on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Each of them, Alfie, you reckon probably Randy and Alfie recognise each of them holding one of these pistols that you've seen before that
the flame
shoots out balls of flame.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At least they're not the ones that turn us to stone.
I've never seen these things.
No. So, so let's have a look here. That would be a. I need to check what the base is on that because it's not on. It's just gonna be 1 second.
I think we should take Dwight's example from a short while earlier, and we should dangle under the cliff because it seems to be the safer place at the moment.
Oh, could do that one, can I? No, that's the wrong book. There we go. Okay. 1 second. I apologize for the. There we go. It's 25.
It's okay. We're living longer because of it.
I got a 1.
Yeah. Oh, you're supposed to be a fan of the player characters, man.
You're not. DMs aren't allowed to get.
I'd like to see you get us out of this one.
Okay. Okay. So this I will take. We'll have to resolve it in dexterity order.
Oh dear.
So if you go to the combat tracker, you'll see a little 20-sided dice icon to the right of your character. If you want to click on that,
click.
It basically just like reveal your dexterity. You're not rolling initiative. It's just going to show you dexterity.
What am I clicking on? Sorry.
If you go to the combat tracker, which is the 2 crossed swords.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
And then you'll see a 20-sided dice next to your thing. Why did I rolled it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, that's not working.
Oh, I don't want to go first.
I thought it was pretty good with it.
Well, you shouldn't have the highest dex.
I thought it was pretty good with the dex of 60.
That'll
I just
teach
didn't
you.
realise that I suck.
Okay.
I can't fight. I've lost my hat.
Okay, I'm going to have to. 1 second. I'm just going to move on.
All right, why did that? I'm going to go get a drink because I can't stop coughing. 1 sec.
Is Dr. Williams wearing his fighting trousers? That's the question.
He's not wearing his fighting.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
I
you
brought
can
that
do
hat.
that, no.
I brought that hat out from Oxford Street.
Remove.
It'll take me forever to get a new one imported.
Okay.
It's my personal operation, so I can't even claim it for expenses.
Oh, it's Dwight.
So Randall, since he's closer, is going to go first, rather because we have the same one, and it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, perfectly fine.
So does it look like these spheres have guns on them that they're firing in our direction?
So they're not spheres. It's a hemisphere. So it's not a whole thing. It's just half. It's just like a hemisphere. So it's just half of one. So you can see the controls. You can see this at the back. There's ejecting kind of like smoke and sparks from the back. But they're just kind of sat in almost like a bucket seat. And there's these. You can see the familiar. Kind of looks like a control panel, although they're not making any attempt to manipulate it with the hands, but each is holding what you recognize as a one of these fire spitting pistols.
Yeah, but the sphere is open then, is what you're saying.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's like, okay.
It's not a flying saucer, it's a flying salad bowl.
Yeah, so it's it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
With
The serpent person sticking out the top.
Yes, exactly like that. With that fantastic bit of interpretive art.
And do they come from down or do they come from up?
They came from out of this opening that you are heading towards.
Oh,
okay, so
The unguarded opening.
There's
The unguarded opening.
Well, won't they be surprised?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
It's all good. Nothing's
Yeah. I think
So I will say this, like I said, this last gap is an easy one. So it would jumping will grant you a bonus dice.
Yeah, I think I do have to jump at this point because otherwise
Actually,
we're
before
going to
you
be stuck
do,
on this. Sorry.
Can we tell whether these things have seen us?
Yes, they have.
Oh, that's
I'll
not.
say, is this one of those? Yes, they've opened fire in your direction, seen you, or they've just seen it.
They've just seen you.
Because if so,
as they fly out, the oblivious to you at first, but one, just by sheer chance, one happens to glance in your direction and instantly clocks you.
well, that's just unfortunate, isn't it?
It is. Yeah,
Just
because I rolled a
Randall
one.
puts a bullet in his forehead. Right, Randall? Right, Randall?
It's the great game hunter time
I'm trying to
shine.
see, do I have and there's nothing, there's no little like kind of divot that we can hide into in the meantime or anything here. It's just,
No.
okay, I grab out my rifle and I fire at the closest one.
Okay, very well. Go ahead.
The rifle of an elephant annihilation.
What why?
I'm going to go to the first one because he's over the ledge. Unfortunately, it's not allowing me to target the way.
It's all right. Just don't worry about the targeting. Just click on the gun. In
Okay, I got the target now. Okay, cool.
Because the targeting might use, like I said, the map isn't completely accurate scale, so it might give you. But anyway, go on.
All right, and I think I'm going to use BDI in order to. I'm going to try to aim specifically at his weapon.
Okay. Let me just check on your BDI thing. Where is that? It's not in skills. It's there. BDI does not suffer penalty dice when aiming at a small target. Okay, so yeah, fair enough. And may also fire into melee without penalty dice.
Mm-hmm. So,
go ahead then.
Yes, I will. I just want to make sure that it is. I'm sorry, I'm in the combat thing and I'm trying to fire, but unable to calculate the distance. Okay, I have to untarget it. So
Yeah, untarget it. Yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
You're still going to
There
target.
we go. Yeah, got it. I apologize. There we go.
That's why. Yeah, you maybe had the yes. Yeah. Anyway, so it's a base. It's in base range. So it's just a normal. Oh, out of ammo.
I wouldn't be out of ammo, obviously.
No, you wouldn't be out of ammo. Yeah. I'll just have to load it for you. Just 1 second. So which is it? The 30. Yeah, of course.
Oh, I know where to load it. Okay. Oh, I see.
There we go. Sorry,
I understand. No, I got it.
It's all right. Just to get rid of that, you'll just have to click on it again. There we go, and it's just click on the roll firearms button that's in the chat now.
There.
Oh, no.
Oh, right. So it will not be any roll damage actually. I just out of curiosity. Okay, so you take aim, fire, and the shot it smashes into the pistol, breaking it. In fact, give me a luck roll.
Oh,
give me a luck
imagine if it
roll.
explodes on this guy.
What if he rolls over his luck?
Okay, so the bullet hits the flame pistol, and as it does, the pistol just explodes in a ball of flame, and you hear the terrified pain screams of a baby as this.
Oh god, the skin suit. Yeah.
As fire consumes this skin suit and whatever is inside, and the sphere and the thing piloting it plummet down into the depths.
Yeah.
Oh
my
no!
God, it's a Stuga.
But that's why I fired at it, so it would just land on the. Okay. Very good. I pass turn.
Okay, so Dwight, if you're back with us.
Yeah, I haven't got a weapon anymore. Gunhilda took my rifle, so all I've got is a knife and an axe. But I don't think staying on this cliff edge is a good idea. So I'm gonna have to run past these 3 people.
Oh no!
To jump the gap.
This could be quite bad.
No, it's a small gap. I definitely heard the games master say it was a small gap.
It's a small gap. I was going to give a bonus dice for a jump. You will have to make a dexterity check as you run across this uneven surface.
Okay, I think that's a better option than standing here and just getting picked off. So that is my plan.
Should I remind the GM or not?
You should, unless you want to be punished.
We're all roped together.
You are. I haven't forgotten that. I haven't forgotten that at all.
I haven't forgotten either. So
it's basically like Randy jumping first, isn't it? Except the other way around.
Yeah.
You are. It is 50. You've got 50 feet of rope tied between you. So you've got you've probably got about 10 feet of rope in between each of you.
Yeah.
But that is an interesting fact. Yes, you are tied together.
By more than fate.
Yeah, technically, if we're going to be nitpicky, you would, but we're not going to go that way.
Pulp.
It is pulp indeed, so we're not going to do that. So Dwight, you run past the others, charging towards the edge, and you trip and stumble just as you are propelling yourself towards the next edge, towards this next ledge. You can make so it's going to be a jump. It's going to be a jump roll.
Luckily, I'm going to spend my luck. I'm going to pass my dexterity check because luckily, go on.
No, go on. You continue.
I was going to say, luckily, it looked like I was going to trip over, and I just managed to gain my balance at the last second.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so the last second, you managed. In fact, when it looks like you're going to trip, maybe you find a foothold that you can propel yourself that bit more. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So it's a small gap. So it's a bonus dice damage. So you can do that jump with 2 bonus dice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nothing can go wrong.
No, of course not.
Nothing can go wrong.
God.
See,
I got that.
Okay, and you leap across.
Wow.
I've made one finally.
So that is your movement. You still have an action.
I can't do a lot. Can I do a double? Oh, no, I can't do it because we're all tied together. So I'm going to brace for any of them falling to help them if they don't make the jump.
Very well. So that is Dwight. It's okay. So next it is the baby suit, the baby skin suit. Who has got the lowest look?
Oh.
What?
Who has the lowest look? I
think that might be me, oddly enough.
Okay, so the thing in the baby suit.
Dwight just spent 10 luck. We don't know.
So it turns and swoops across towards you, and the creature, whatever it is, that is wearing this baby skin suit, levels this pistol, this alien-looking device, and fires, and a ball of flame erupts from the end and hurtles toward Dr. Williams.
Oh, if only you hadn't spent all that luck.
If only I still had my hat.
Exactly the reason I got some distance between you guys.
So, Dr. Williams, if you can, because you've been shot at, you do have the option of diving for cover.
Where?
I'll die to all the rest of us. I'm being pulled in this direction, pulled in that direction.
I'm going to try and roll like I'm playing Dark Souls.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Oh God, Matt, I've lost my rule book. Remind me, Matt. Does diving for cover, does that require a roll? I can't remember. I always forget whether it requires.
That's a really good question. And
Roll or look. I'm happy to go through either.
I think that there is a talent, isn't there? An insane talent thing, or no, a pulp talent for something to do with. But I can't recall.
Oh, no. I know
No, they lose something.
They lose the action.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lose the next action.
Yeah, unless they've got that talent. Yeah.
In that case, I'm quite happy to dive for cover.
Diving for cover. You can apply the penalty dice. Diving for cover requires a dodge roll.
Curses.
Perfect.
Boop. Yes.
Okay, so you just trip and just fall flat on your face as
my mustachio.
Mustachio.
Damn it! Right, so as I fall flat on my face, I elegantly pull out my gun. I can imagine it. My imagination is that good.
Okay.
Oof, says Dr. Williams. Why me? Says Dr. Williams.
Okay.
Mother, I'm sorry.
Just one moment. How the hell is it? Oh, I'm just going to have to make this up now. Right. Okay. So, fires.
Flame. Yeah,
Somebody else get worried when Dyla says, "I'm just going to have to make this up."
The flame pistol's 1d10, if that's what you're after.
Okay. Hang on. So I have to roll.
Don't help him.
Ammo. Try again. Here we go again. And
I do hope that is the noise the gun makes.
it is not. It makes a So there's a roar as it spits out this small this small ball of flame, and it hurtles towards Dr. Williams, striking him, and as it strikes, it explodes.
Oh no!
Shouts Dr. Williams.
I hope it doesn't burn the rope away.
Wow, that is
with a smell.
As it streaks towards Dr. Williams, and it hits a large rocky protrusion in front of him, and as it explodes, you're shielded from the most of the blast, and your hat is burnt, and your moustache is it's burnt, it's singed, and almost just like
my moustache is burnt away. Suddenly I look my real age.
Luckily, I have some moustache wax for you.
And you take a piddling 1 point of damage.
Look at that! You've made him lose his hat and his moustache in one session.
The brim of your hat is burnt, and your moustache is just like this chiseled, burned, singed mess.
His hat's on its way down to Sathogia, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? He'd already lost his hat.
Right, I've already revealed that the reason he wears his hat is because he's got a bald spot. Please don't make it worse. It's like he could burn his eyebrows off. He looks surprised.
He's got a bald forehead now, yeah. Okay, so next is Alfie.
Alfie's going to quickly try and draw his gun. I'm going to take a shot if I can.
You can.
I've not got fast draw or anything, so I guess it's just a penalty dice, is it, or something?
I don't think there's a penalty dice. I mean, if you got your gun drawn, it gives you a plus 50 bonus. Is it plus 50 or plus 100 bonus on your initiative?
Oh, okay, right. In that case, drawing it and shooting.
Woo. Yes, very good.
Do I take 3 shots? Oh, that's the question.
Yes, I mean, that will be a penalty dice, of course.
Is that a penalty dice on all 3 hit attacks, isn't it?
It is.
Damn it, we're going to do it, even if it throws it off.
Oh, you can spend luck. You can spend luck on each one. You can't push it, but you can spend a luck on each one.
Let's find out.
It's okay. Every pistol is a
let's see if the multiple shot thing actually works. I never seem to get it to work properly.
Yeah, it's going to work perfectly, and we'll miss every single shot.
So it says multiple shots, so it should apply a penalty dice because it's on multiple shots. So shoot. So the shoot button appears now.
Shoot. That's a miss.
That's a miss. I thought it was 0 for them for a minute. Okay, so next one, I guess you just no.
No. It's asking me to spend luck to pass, but I can't do anything else.
It's weird. I don't get that.
It's bobbins, isn't it? That is.
Yeah, I don't get that. So you'll just have to click on your gun again.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I need to. So I've never got it to work properly.
No, it
so
says I've only
roll-
spent one shot. So
Yeah, multiple shots and bullets fired. Weird.
okay, try again. Shoot! Come on.
Oh,
That's a success.
nice.
Hard success. You
So I can roll
can
more than 1 point of damage.
spend 14 luck to turn it into an extreme success.
How much?
14 luck to make it
14.
extreme, which because a hard success doesn't do anything. An extreme success is an impale.
Oh, we're doing it.
See, now you're just tempting him with like numbers.
We're doing it, and we're rolling damage. Come on.
Oh,
Sake. What the fuck?
wow.
Hang on.
It's
Still 11 points of damage.
It's still 11 points of damage. So,
Ow.
okay.
Kabang.
Wow. Okay. So, give me a well, I'll have to roll it because I don't think you got access to it. So let's see where this goes. Okay, so that's not going to work. So we're going to have to go up to the next one. So the bullet hits the thing. Hits this baby suit clean in the chest, and you see like a gout of blood as it explodes out the back. And a gurgling scream, and just spirals into the pit. It kind of tips. It kind of like tips to one side, ditching its occupant, and as they fall,
Wow.
the sphere sort of kind of does it. No, actually, I'm going to say so. Yeah, it pictures ditching its occupant, but then just hangs there.
Oh, Randall.
I have a chance.
Shall we consider just how far out exactly is its dangle?
I could jump it.
Where? he's got loads of luck. Don't worry about it.
It would be a jump with a penalty dice, but it's possible.
Holy
Because the
crap.
question is, of course, will he spend this luck?
No,
He'll just push it.
He won't.
See, we just need some sort of anchor to throw at it and then pull the thing towards us.
Like
I
you.
am not being the anchor. Look, I'm sitting there like pulling clumps of hair off my lip, going like.
It's a shame. That
Okay.
mustache was magnificent.
So as this one, like I said, it's tipped down, it plummets to its death. Well, it's already dead. Shot it straight through the heart, pretty much. I mean,
Oh.
I was bang, yeah, I was bang on it. It was a killing shot. There's a for want of a better word, there's a cheer goes up from the crowd of trolls on the opposite side. Like, like banging and beating of chest.
As we don't understand the trolls, he's probably like boo, boo.
Well,
So
I
yeah,
think
the combat is over.
next course of action is to get across and then to try to get that thing. If it's just tangled in the middle of the. How is it suspended now?
It's just hanging
floating
there.
in the air.
Just floating there, yeah.
Bates magic.
Oh, we're not leaving it floating there. I don't care what we got to do. We're gonna find a way. But the first thing is
Oh, no.
Dwight, good job. Like spike it or something. We're gonna. Well, I suppose I now have to be the last to jump, given the order of how the rope is and how we're tied.
Sounds a bit volcanic at the moment.
It sounds worryingly volcanic at the moment, to be quite honest.
It does.
That's what are you doing?
I'm gesturing to Dr. Williams to get up and
You might need to
pointing
move
across,
quicker.
pointing across to the other side where Dwight is.
Have you never heard of the saga of Samson and Delilah? Delilah, I've just lost my moustache. There's no way I can stand.
So the order's reversed, of course, because Dwight's going across. So
It is, so it's Dr.
has
Williams
got-
next.
Yeah.
I just kind of like stagger over to the edge and half-heartedly throw myself across the gap.
Oh,
Oh, bonus die for excellent role playing.
What, just tell yourself like,
I'm in despair. Don't worry. Well, as soon as the despair wears off, the murder will start. It's fine. It's fine. I will jump it. Do I get bonus dice or not?
you get bonus dice. You didn't make a running jump, but you do get bonus dice because it's a small jump. So yeah, you get bonus dice.
I rolled a
You said you were doing it half.
Oh, look at that! A 5.
Wow.
I'm going to do things half-heartedly more often. And then
maybe you're just a better man without your moustache.
I like half-heartedly throw myself across the gap, landing on the face and just kind of like sticking to it like a pancake on a ceiling.
Getting rid of that moustache though makes you look so much younger and clearly acting much younger.
But I brought my lifetime supply of moustache wax.
Yeah, that was a poor investment.
My top lip feels so cold.
So it's Alfie next then.
Yeah, we're all jumping, aren't we? Oh shit!
Yeah, we're jumping.
Running jump.
Yeah, you can make a dexterity roll. If you make a dex roll, you can have 2 bonus dice instead of just the 1.
I'm not even great at dex. Poor old Alfie's stats are bad. Oh, made it.
Nice.
Okay, it's
Okay,
easy now.
2 bonus dice then.
2 bonus dice. Oh, we like it.
2 bonus dice because it was an easy jump anyway.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh! It glides across.
Look at this.
Wow.
Easy.
Yeah. Well, he's just trying to impress the trolls. That's what it is.
Oh, that was easy.
And
That looks
finally,
Terribly
Randall.
easy.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, so yeah.
No. That was just
Oh, that was
my,
just the dex. Yeah.
just the
Yeah,
dex.
just shame.
No.
So
no,
yeah,
no,
two
it's-
bonus dice then on your running jump.
All right, let's do that. Heave.
No.
Heave.
So Randall, are you pushing it, or are you spending luck, or are you just going to?
You know what? I think no. As I'm
Just 8 points of luck.
SOBs, you SOBs. No, I am going to.
Yo, you twat.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. As I'm hanging onto the rope, I am going to swing myself, coming into the to the other side of the the rock face that I'm bound to get to, and while I'm swinging with my legs, I'm climbing up really, really, really fast.
It was only 8 luck. It was only 8 luck, man.
And spending the 8 luck to get there.
It could have been
Only
worse.
8.
It could have been worse. It could have been like, this is as far as I go. Good luck, gentlemen. Cuts the rope.
You deserve to have taken the 8 luck from me.
You do
Bless
realize
you.
how you spend that 8 luck. That's it. It's down. It's a slippery slope.
I know it's
down.
a slippery slope now. Yes, it's that
You get
credit card.
addicted.
Wow, that didn't cost me.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's how we spend 3 hours climbing. Spend a role-playing session climbing around the cliff edge.
Wait, we still have an upside down flying saucer to try to pull back.
Haven't we jumped away from that?
It's there. Well, it's here. It's no further away.
So, as a
First time.
big game hunter, do you know anything about lassoing? I can't say that to you, of course, because
Unga bunga wog, bog, bunga wunga wunga wong.
yeah,
Let's do-
exactly.
let's do,
That's it.
twirly around the head motions.
Yeah.
Very good question. So I'm going to see if there's anything that I have that is weighty enough to tie to the rope that I might be able to.
Oh, you got them. You got those kind of makeshift pitons, I guess.
Oh, I suppose. yes.
Dwight's pretty weighty, isn't he?
Hey.
Don't look at me. I'm curled up in a ball at the moment.
Yeah, and you know what? I have various satchels. So of my various satchels, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but maybe there is a description. Nope. I will put some of these like kind of weighty pitten items that I have in there, tie the end of that satchel to a rope, and, you know, kind of try to swing and just get it to kind of land and maybe make purchase somewhere on that.
Okay.
It's all makeshift. It's all difficult. It's all hopeless and time consuming, which is
It is time consuming, but I mean, potentially. So I am going to say, because I mean, it's time consuming, but you could try. You could keep trying. So give me a luck roll.
Well, okay. If I could keep trying, then I think psychology is a good roll for that. No.
Okay. So it takes a few attempts, but you eventually manage to like it lands in it a few times, but every time you pull it back in, it just pulls loose. But maybe on the third or fourth attempt, when you pull on the rope, it catches, and you can slow it. It doesn't glide as easily as you expect. So there is some resistance with it. So, but you manage to pull this thing in to the edge.
Okay, I'll pull it over the rock, and try to right it up.
Yep. In fact, it's probably self-righted itself before you even pulled it in.
How sporting it would be to hunt items while I'm flying in one of these. Probably not sporting at all, but that doesn't matter to me. We have a doctor among us. We have a scientist. We have, men of intellect. Do any of you understand how these controls might work to fly this thing? It seems to stay suspended on its own, so. And if nobody has any interest in doing that at all, I will go in and randomly pull levers.
Okay, so you climb in. As you climb in, it kind of bobs slightly.
I'm just a bit concerned about being attached to the rest of us. And
yeah. Maybe before we get in, we should get actually into the.
Everybody come for a ride.
the passageway and disconnect yourself.
I'm assuming I untied the rope from all of us to use to pull this thing in the first place.
Oh, damn it!
But we didn't say it. You're right.
In which case, fill your boots once we're untied.
Okay. And Alfie, can you give me a luck roll as well at this point?
Probably not. Oh no.
Oh, okay. Randall, you climb into this hemisphere, and as like I say, as you weight rest on it, it kind of dips ever so slightly. And there's, like I said, there's a seat, kind of a bucket seat in it, and there's this control panel, but there's no buttons, there's no levers.
A bank, so control panels. So
it looks like some kind of. It looks like a control panel, but there are no buttons or levers of any kind.
If I place my hands over the panel in different, motions slowly and carefully, does it seem to activate anything or move, or do any lights pop up?
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that's? Let me ask you a question. Yeah. Do you believe that would do something?
Well, that's it. I'm going to kind of try to concentrate on seeing if this thing will move forward.
Okay, give me a power roll.
How? Oh.
Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Okay. And as you do this, you kind of like think, maybe close your eyes briefly, and you feel a connection with this thing, and it glides forwards out into the abyss with you upon it.
Oh, into the abyss.
Oh, it's not optimal, is it?
No. Well, not for me. For you guys, maybe.
I'm thinking down into the abyss would be marginally worse.
I don't think I would have been thinking about going that way. I would have been thinking more going the other way. So I'm going to try to reverse.
Okay, so as you think differently, it turns and heads in the direction you're thinking of.
Oh, I see. And then, okay, maybe as I'm kind of there, I'll kind of duck down a little lower and maybe try to move. Or you know what? I'm gonna just, I guess, motion to everybody. Like, good.
How big is this thing? Could all of us get in it?
No. So
Okay.
Randall could comfortably fit in it. You could possibly, let's see, is it?
What? But we still have rope.
So
Fashion a basket.
one person can comfortably sit in it, or two people with a combined size of 120 or less can kind of squeeze into it.
Oh, okay. So somebody about my size or smaller would fit.
Well,
We just have to be thinking on the same wavelength. This way, that way.
But yeah, Randall, from here, Randall, you can see, like I say, you can see this. It's initially a natural opening, but it's clearly the tunnel as the tunnel goes further back. It's clearly artificial. It's been artificially
carved out of the rock.
Right.
carved out. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, and there is a door, a metallic door at the end.
A metallic door.
You know what? I am a little bit concerned about being on the ledge with this thing, and I'm feeling still a little nervous. It's the first time I'm using it. So I will head into the middle of this, like into the entrance, so I'm further away from the edge. And I will wait there. Now I'm out of view of everybody else, so now's the test. How much do they really like Grandy? Are they going to just go back the other way?
No, I think we're going to make it up. Well, Alfie's certainly going to make his way along
So should we,
the ledge
should we go
towards.
for it?
Yeah, I'm assuming everybody else will do the same. We don't want to go back.
Guys, this thing is amazing. I've never. It's even better than those airplanes. It's so smooth and quiet. It doesn't make any noise. I don't know what. Anybody want to come in and go for a ride or try it on your own? It syncs with you. It kind of understands your thoughts and you can drive in it.
I'm slowly, painfully crawling on my way towards the tunnel entrance,
Yeah, I think.
weeping as I go.
Oh, it doesn't allow me to move that thing. So unless I'm coming in from this side, hang on.
Yeah, I will. 1 second. I will. Let me see. Give me. Where's make a duplicate of that? Can I make a duplicate of that? Yeah, there we go. There you go. Dick. You've got a transport sphere.
Ooh, sorry. All right. Well, no matter. I'll just. It looks like there's a door up here.
Give her that.
I'll just let you, I guess.
Give you that one, so you've got control of that one.
Okay.
Nice.
So you can put your token on top of it, and you can drag a box around. You can move them both at the same time.
Let's try that. Yeah.
Alfie reloads his gun and follows Randy as Randy floats in his little bathtub.
Just like a little bag, yeah. Okay, so you come.
I feel like Moses on the Nile.
Got to be honest, from the top, it does look a bit more like a toilet. Oh, hello.
And you find yourself at
I
this.
think we're on the other side. Sorry, the lighting might want to be other than what it is.
No, we've got the single token representing the party there. That's all.
Thank God. I thought we were on the other side, and this is what we have to deal with on the... okay, very good.
That's the metal door.
Makes sense. Do we see anything in this kind of cavernous area? Like signs, anything written on the walls?
Nope.
All right.
So you can just say there's just this door in front of you.
All right. And
The walls are like no, there's nothing written on the door. There's what looks like some kind of panel on one side to the right hand side.
Ooh.
All right. I'm going to approach closer, and guys are only forward. Shall we press the panel and think about the door opening?
What's the panel like? Does it have any
It's
symbols
just
or anything on it?
no, it's just a square. It's just a square metal panel.
Ooh.
Nothing else on it.
No,
No hinging piece or anything like that?
nope.
But even here, the panel doesn't do anything. Maybe it's just a proximity panel for thinking thoughts, and I'll kind of get closer to the panel and just kind of think about the door opening.
Nothing happens.
I'll press it with my hand.
Okay, so as soon as you like press your hand against it, the door opens.
I'm not very impressed with the security.
So ahead of you is this black obsidian tunnel that's like, it's cut and polished, smooth to the point the surface reflects, but you can see it like is veined. At first it looks like sort of veins in the rock, but it looks like wires or lights that run in parallel lines down the walls and and disappearing into the floors, into the ceiling.
Like
And you can
circuit
hear
fan.
this, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can hear the distant hum of machinery and the and sort of animalistic grunts and possibly perhaps more human muffled wails of despair.
Ooh.
I think we got to disable this thing, guys. And cautiously, I will move forward in my floating basket. And as the door closes behind me, I look back to see if anybody joined me.
Yes. Well, yeah.
I presume we all did, but I can only see like the landing and the group token.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just using the group token at the minute.
Yeah, I don't think we can move forward or anything like that. So
Well, so we go.
you might have to help us out there.
There we go. So basically, you get this corridor running ahead of you. Yeah, just to your right, you can see a corridor running off. There is another door just a short way down the corridor on your right, but it's partially blocked by rubble, like fallen rock. The corridor's partially collapsed. The door's crumpled and destroyed. It doesn't look like a recent happening as well. It looks like this happened a long time ago. At the far end, you can see the corridor is collapsed, but is opened up. It opens up on one side as if it's into like maybe another lava tunnel or a rift of some kind, where the tunnel's collapsed and there's an open area off to the left, and there's this horrendous stench, like this animal stench, but this almost overpowering smell of ammonia as well.
Ooh.
Directly to your left is another metal door. To the left of it is another panel, but this has a vaguely it's a highlighted hand print. It's sort of illuminated, and it looks, at first glance, it looks human, but it's not. The shape of it is off.
All right. Can we assume that Jamie is with us at this point?
Yeah, we can. Yes, I think we can. Yes.
I'm going to gesture to her hand with the glove on, and then tell her to put it on the panel. I'll gesture to the panel.
Okay, so I guess for the first time then, so you see the rest of you, Dr. Williams and Dwight. You see Jamie. She peels off this long glove, revealing a reptilian arm and hand with claws, where should be fingernails, and she places his hand upon the door, and it slides open.
Okay, it can slide shut now.
And we'll leave it there.
Yay!